Hi guys, welcome back. Yeah, it's your boy Kalia. So ni preparations za mental health day awareness.
Yes. I'm happy that you remember that. Thank you very much. Yes. You see what we can be able to do. And I'm sure once you see what is happening, yes.
Viongozi
muongeze pia bidii, mwisho wa kusoma mtapata kazi nzuri sana. What's the unemployment rate of Kenya? Hey! What's the unemployment rate?
99.
99%. Wakasema pesa ndio sabuni ya roho. Then COVID happened. COVID ikasema mtajua hamjui. One of the things I remember about COVID last year is that once the president put us on a lockdown, I think wanatoka Makongeni, and I drove past this road. And this is one of the busiest roads where this neighborhood is concerned, because it is the hotspot of entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs. Biashara mingi ni zenu, see them? All of that was closed. It was a ghost town. And so I have questions. And sometimes I understand when someone is at the end and they're saying, what's the point of living? Sometimes I understand when someone is saying, maybe I should just end it. Sometimes I understand. But then I think about Marianne Williamson when she wrote a poem. And I'll read it for you. Because maybe we need to go back to the basics. Maybe, just maybe, we need to recognize that each and every single person seated here is the blueprint of God's master plan. So here goes. And I pray that this speaks to you. Because our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. You ask yourself, who am I to be brilliant, intelligent, successful, original? I ask you, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about you shrinking so that others will not feel insecure around you. We were meant to shine. We were meant to make manifest the light of God and the glory of God that is in us. And it is not just in some of us, it is in all of us. And as we let our own light shine, we automatically give others permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Martha Nyamo is my name, current Deputy Speaker, Bunge Mashinani. I have been doing a lot of mentorship programs here at the campus with the support of your student council, because I believe in raising the blueprints of God in each and every one of you. The world has set standards, but God has already completed the standard you should be living in. And so when I think about mental health, I think we need to go back to understanding that we are the blueprint. We are the standard. And every single one of us needs to be allowed to make manifest the glory of God that is in it. All of us. It is not just in some of us. Some of us, they said, light skin, rangi ya thao ndio imeweza. Then Lupita Nyong'o came and threw that concept right out the window. And now, black. It's beautiful. And so each and every one of us has a standard that is inbuilt, that is not defined by anyone else but by the blueprint of God that is in each and every single one of you. And we need to change that narrative. We need to raise the standard. COVID came to disrupt, but COVID came to remind us that we are the originals, that we are the blueprint. And maybe we need to go back to the drawing board and redefine ourselves and change the narrative of what we've been told constantly. You need to be light skinned, you need to be dark skinned, you need to be 6'5", you need to be 5'5". Some of us are size 42 feet. Kiatu ninakosa kwa duka. Sasa nitashika low self-esteem kwa sababu mguu yangu ni kubwa. Hivyo ndivyo God aliamua. Mimi na Goliath was a group moja. Super proud and proud that we were meant to make manifest the glory of God that is in us. And so if you were here, it's funny, we were doing, one of the other things I do is I run a program called I Am Origi. One of the guys who's gone through OU ASAP did an event in 2019, and the concept of the event was, we were talking about depression and suicide. And so people were being honest about either they know a family member who committed suicide, or they have a family member who's struggling with drugs and substance abuse. When we finished the event, one of the people who sat in the audience came up to Odu and said, I actually wanted to take my life this morning. But because we were open and honest about that conversation, he realized that his life is worth more him living than him dead. And so we need to go back to the drawing board. You are the standard. You are the standard. You get to decide how this life will be lived, and it will be lived at your highest excellent standard. We get to decide. We're waiting on this generation. I asked a group of high school dramas, and I said, do you think we will ever get rid of corruption in this country? And one student raised their hands and he said, no. I said, okay, why? He said, because corruption is an economic activity. We should have put it in the stock market. But if honestly the way we think, if that is the way we think, then we need to reevaluate that. And if COVID has done anything, it has allowed us to switch on and off the reset. For us to realize that we need to do better as human beings. We need to do better as students. We need to do better as young people. And we need to do better as leaders. And therefore, as I finish, I want to believe that as I raise the standard of excellence in my life, that everything else in my life has to adjust to that standard. That I am asking that everything I do represents the blueprint of God in my life. And I want to work with people who are just like that. I want to be able to build people who have chosen to raise that standard of excellence in their life. And it is possible. So that then when we come back next year, we will say that the rate of mental health and suicide and depression has gone down to 1%. Just because COVID happened doesn't mean that life ends. We're still here. We have an opportunity to do better. And so I pray that you will raise the standard of excellence. That you will be the generation who says, it is our time to do better. It is our time to make manifest the glory of God that is in us. And as we let our own light shine, we automatically give others permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our fear, others are liberated because of our presence. Thank you very much. God bless you.